The secret to his amazing power?
First, what's important is to make sure you really stick to this intense training regimen. Listen, Genos. You have to keep doing it. No matter how difficult it gets.
100 sit-ups! 100 push-ups! Then a 10-kilometer run! And 100 squats! Do it every single day!
So, I just got done watching the first episode of One Punch Man Season 3 and oh my days, this was beautiful. Definitely worth the wait. Now, enough yapping and let's get into it. So we see outside this building where a bunch of people are having a meeting about Garo and the recent events that happened at the end of Season 2. Now, if you don't remember, at the end of Season 2, Garo went on a generational run and ended the careers of like 6 S-Class heroes all at once. So they aren't too happy about 6 of their heroes getting absolutely dog-walked and are saying to no longer treat Garo as a human but rather as a monster, and then the next time that they see him, it's on sight. So we fast forward to this mission briefing and what the hell is going on here? This has got to be the strangest lineup since Luka Doncic and Brown at the Lakers. Like now, what is this? So anyway, they were busy searching for Garo, trying to pinpoint this man's location, and they settled on Ghost Town. As the hero went there in search of Garo, and they lost a signal to the transmitter, basically indicating that he was defeated. So we cut over to this kid, Child Emperor, and he was able to get in contact with Metal Knight, one of the S-Class heroes that was able to track down the whereabouts of the Monster Association, and he is begging him to hand over the information, but he doesn't. He says that if he tells them, he will bring death to the hostage that Garo took. If you all don't remember, it was the little kid he was trying to protect, and not just the kid, but to everyone in the Hero Association. Damn, these monsters must really be cut from a different cloth. To have someone with that much information on them not want to engage out of fear. But before ending the call, he leaves Child Emperor with one final piece of advice. Be careful. Don't trust anyone around you. If you want to enforce justice, do it alone. Build up your strength and save it for the right time. So we cut back over to the Hero Association and the dad of the kid that was kidnapped is furious that they haven't found his child. So he deploys this private militia, if you want to call it that, to go and find and track down and rescue his son. Because the Hero Association is taking too damn long. And I kinda get it. They are in utter shambles right now with like 8 or more of the A-class heroes either dead or out of commission. So I understand it. But if these quote-unquote superheroes who are the strongest heroes on earth are having trouble, realistically, what chance do these jokers have? So we cut over to Saitama's house and we see Fubuki walking up the stairs looking good, might I add, as she knocks on the door only to find 4 S-Class heroes and him just chilling, while the rest of the world is ready to damn near go to war. So we cut over to Saitama and King just playing video games while she's just in his living, and he's just paying her no mind. King even brought up the Blizzard is here and he immediately changed the subject back to the game. So she's absolutely stunned that these guys were here relaxing at the time of this, especially after the crew of the Blizzard bunch were wiped out in the attack against Garo, and she starts going off on them. And as they start giving their story, Saitama and Zeno came into rest, banging his friend out of commission and can't move, and King is, well, he's just hiding because he's kind of scared to fight. Basically, his bitch made. So she starts asking everyone who's gonna fight, and nobody's willing to because of the injuries. And King is being a bitch. So she says that it's going to be her and Saitama to go after the villains. And she starts giving a speech about how the B-class heroes and below must come together and rise up. And we cut over to my man Saitama, and he just was lost. I mean, can you blame him? Saitama is the strongest hero on the planet. And why should he worry about some human who is also beat like 3 different times? So Saitama hears that Garo has hunted down a few heroes and he gets pissed because Garo hasn't come for him yet. So he decides to literally take it personally and suits up to go after Garo himself, leaving Fubuki just sitting there. So we get over to this dark room and we see this man Garo and he's all bandaged up looking worse for wear. As he starts to get up, he sees his letter and begins to read it. Basically it says that the ones that saved his life are the Monster Association and that he's being invited to their group, and they even offer him a change of clothes. This man Garo just crumples up the paper and throws it to the side, not giving a damn about these monsters that just saved his life, and he just boots down the cell doors, kicking that thing like a few meters and absolutely decimating the wall, and just steps out into these abandoned halls. So as he's walking down the halls, it becomes more and more clear that he is underground, as it's deathly quiet. However, we see a door, and it's the heroes that this guy just hired to rescue his son. So Gyro begins to eavesdrop as we find out that the leader is fond of the suits they have on and wants to use the power for himself, but they can't get the suits off because they have been tailor-made to only be able to be used on those specific people. So he decides to get his underling to turn them into mindless zombies under her control, and he calls Gyro over because he wasn't slick trying to hide and listen in. Monster Leader knew he was there all along. So as he steps out, Gyro asks him what he wants, and Monster Leader basically offers him a role as a vice leader of the Monster Association and an assistant to the leader, being him of course. So his spot is basically confirmed, but the big boss of the Monster Association, Lord Orochi, has a condition for Gyro to fulfill before he can officially join the Monster Association, and that is to bring him the head of a hero within the next 24 hours. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the first episode of the new season. To be honest, I was super hyped for this new season to finally be released. And to be honest with y'all, I haven't really been watching anime over the past couple of months since everything's coming out recently has felt so dry and one-dimensional, almost a copy and paste of previous works. And that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if it works, but it doesn't make me want to watch or create any content, but other goes. So I've been gone for so long, that's my bad. Life has happened, got a new job recently, and I know it isn't a valid excuse, but yeah, that's what's been happening with me. And regular uploads will return soon, so just hang in there. So, with all that being said, keep your heads up, and I'll see you in the next video.